Sal Capaccio here with head coach Sean McDermott at the NFL Combine. First, coach, I want to ask you about the difference between their last two off seasons and this off season. Seems like you have a little more flexibility. You have draft capital, obviously, but even money to spend as well in free agency. How much does that change your mindset coming to a place like this?
Well, just overall, it frees us up naturally, so we can look at everyone, whether or not we decide to target everyone or that position or that player. You're able to cast a wider net and say we've got some options now, which is nice. I mean, anytime you have options, when you don't feel so kind of nailed down to just we can only spend this, and certainly we're going to be responsible with it and calculated. That said, it's important that we can add some good players to our football team.
On the roster, a lot's been made of wide receiver, offensive line. What about running back as well? The age of some of the guys in the roster, production of LaShawn was down last year. Where do you see that position, and what do you need to do to massage it this offseason?
Well, like every position, we're going to take a long look at how players at that position, whether it be the draft or free agency, can help our team. We certainly have a lot of confidence in LaShawn. I think there's a lot of factors that went into what a lot of people talk about in terms of the decrease in production or the lower numbers last season. We've got a lot of confidence in LaShawn. And, certainly the running back position is an important position as it takes some of the pressure off naturally of a young quarterback and among other positions as well. But, we've got confidence in our process. I've got confidence in our personnel department that we'll be able to improve our football team.
From when you came into this league till now, how have you seen the tight end position really increase and evolve? It seems like it's such an important part of every team now.
Yeah, and I think it was somewhat overlooked maybe years ago. I was around Chad Lewis in Philadelphia when we made the Super Bowl, and what he meant to Donovan McNabb, just from an outlet standpoint or an ability to get that critical third down conversion at 3rd and 5. I think all of that, among others reasons, is a reason that you look hard at that tight end position and say, hey, can this position help us, and then what player at that position is the right fit based on who we already have on our roster.
Everybody concentrates on offense for you guys, but on defense you have some work to do too. You want to get better in some areas. What are some of the areas you've identified that maybe you'd like to be better in, whether it's stopping the run, getting after the quarterback? What have you seen from your team you'd like to get better in?
Yeah, we've got a lot of work to do. It's not just on the offensive side. It's really our entire roster. When you look at, we're going to miss Kyle. Obviously, the impact of losing Kyle Williams, really there's no ability to measure that. And so we've got to step up our leadership. We've got to step up in all areas of our game, and then that starts with me and goes right on down through it. So our young players have to develop from a leadership standpoint. We do have some needs on the defensive side, and you have to be able to get to the quarterback. You've got to be able to cover. We had some key moments of games where we didn't win, where we had we had a lead, and whether it be the third or fourth quarter, and so we've got to be able to obviously improve in those areas as well.
Enjoy the week, Coach, and thanks.
Thanks, Sal.